So my next guest wears many hats. He's an author and public speaker. He co-hosts the popular YouTube channel, Don't Miss This. He has an Instagram following of more than 100,000 people, but today he's talking to us in his most important role of dad. David Butler joining me to help us prep our kids with the emotional school supplies they need. It's so good to see you.
Same.
All tan and summer fresh. Back from Fiji.
Yes, yeah. We went on, me and my two older boys just got back from a humanitarian trip
How
there.
was that, to serve with your kids?
Oh, it seriously was like, it's something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that it's like possible right now. I hope I can do it with all of them. Everyone in the world should do it.
Everyone in the world, especially in Fiji, I would imagine. How gorgeous.
Yeah.
How gorgeous. Remind us your age range of kids.
So our oldest, Jack's 17, about to be 18. And our youngest, Caleb, is 7, about to be 8.
You got it all. You got it all.
6 in those 10-year span.
What's the feeling at the Butler house toward back to school right now?
Everyone's really happy. You
Really?
know that Christmas song where it's like, and Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school? I seriously have been singing it, but no, we love it. Honestly, it's so fun to have everyone at the house, and I'm a scheduleless person.
Yeah.
So like I live for summer.
Yeah.
But then I know my soul needs like, okay,
Structure.
get back into structure
Yeah.
again, and that was really fun, awesome. Now let's
Focus.
Focus, yeah.
Focus ourselves. Do you
Yeah.
have any back to school traditions?
Yeah, I feel like we invent some new every year.
Oh, I love that.
I know. And it's just because it's like, wait, we see someone else do something, like, that's so cool, let's do that every year or whatever. But I think one that's consistent, we always give the kids like back to school blessings, you know, we pray over them. And then we do back to school dates, like in the weeks leading up to it.
One-on-one?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that we can go, they get their first day of school outfit, then just sit down and eat and just,
It's the small things, right?
Yeah,
that
I think
become
it's
the
fun.
best celebrations. Well, I love this idea we're putting on the table today of the emotional backpack. Like we're buying the pencils, the pens, the notebooks. Remember the Trapper Keepers?
Yes.
Remember how cool
Why are they not a
Bring
thing?
back the Trapper Keepers.
Don't say that. Edit that out, then we can do it.
Okay,
We're gonna
we can make $1 million. The idea of the emotional backpack, though, set this up for us.
Okay, I know it's a little bit cheesy sounding, emotional backpack, but it's just that concept that you're saying, that we look like, okay, what are you gonna need for this year? You're gonna need your TI-82 or whatever. Remember those calculators? Or, you know, you need all these things to make it through. And it's like, okay, but what do you actually need to not survive, but to thrive in that place and to make a difference in that place also. I've got my 4th child, my second girl starting middle school this year. And I think when kids start middle school, you're sort of like, okay, hold on. Now you're in the real world. You know, like elementary school feels like, okay.
A happy bubble.
A bubble, right? And then it's like, how are you going to not only be okay, but like I said, make a difference? Like I think you're there to like make a difference on the school and the circle around you. So
I like that definition. It's not just about what will serve us, what emotional skills will serve us, but what emotional skills can serve others. You say it always starts with kindness.
Yeah. So first thing I would say to the kids when they go is like, don't forget your Kleenexes and your crayons, and don't forget kindness. I didn't even mean to do the alliteration. I promise that wasn't practiced.
That was very beautiful to listen to.
I think that's the most important one. I would forget about the rest of the list if my kids would go into school, into work someday, into wherever they go with kindness. I just think it's the thing that's lacking in the world right now. Like meanness is at an all-time high for sure. I have no way to measure that or back that up.
You believe that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's being counteracted by kindness. I think it's in our nature to love people and take care of people, and we just get caught up in the dialogue and in the argument and whatever.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder, is it just what gets attention, or is the world really that rough?
I think for sure it gets attention. It's like contention sells. I mean, you're in the news business, you know, like
I'm in the lifestyle business.
You're in the lifestyle business, which is so much better.
Isn't it though?
You know, because like, but some things like what's gonna make the most noise, and there's a lot of anonymity. Is that the right word? You know, to like you can say what you want behind a screen now, and I think, you know, like if you took a person one-on-one, they would never like say some of the things. They'd never indulge in that kind of stuff. But it just sort of, I think you just kind of like get caught up in the momentum of all of that. But
and I think a parent's voice is super powerful when it comes to kindness. We might get the eye roll. I'm not in the teenage phase yet, but I hear, those eye rolls are coming. But growing up, our family motto was because nice matters.
Yeah.
And when the vinyl lettering craze of the 90s hit, it was all over our walls, even on little water bottles we would take to dance class. And I appreciate that my parents punched that home regularly because it became just part of, our family conversation and our personal DNA.
And I actually think that there's, like, as far as making a difference, there's a lot of kids who probably aren't getting kindness at home.
Yeah.
And like coming to school is the only place that they even have a chance
to feel
for
it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's like, now I want to empower my kids with that idea of like, you can make a long lasting difference, not in just someone's day, but in someone's life by just being kind. That's it.
I love it.
So simple.
My producer's tapping her toes at us. We've got to move. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I could talk to you all
Yeah.
hour about this. Grace. We want grace in our emotional backpack.
Yeah, grace is kind of just this idea of let's give people the benefit of the doubt, and let's give ourselves the benefit of the doubt, right?
Patience.
100%. Like patience is this idea of like patience again with ourselves and with other people. Like someone makes a mistake, and you want to say, "Listen, you've been around the sun 15 times only, so like it's okay. Like take time. Relationships take time. Learning things, catching on to things takes time. Be patient."
How do we pump our kids up, David, with confidence?
Confidence, I think, comes in, well, a couple ways. One is pointing out the things that are good about them, and then teaching them the skill set to find it in themselves, right? If they can discover what's good about them, then it's like, oh, I'm actually in charge of my own day. I'm in charge of my own life. It doesn't matter what anyone else says or what I get invited to or not, but I'm just like helping them understand like how you feel, like your thoughts and feelings are yours, and that has to be learned. That's a skill set that has to be learned. And I would and then throw on to that, if you could teach them to see what's good in other people, then I think, in my experience, they become a little bit better at finding it in themselves too.
It's esteeming to when you look out. Like you see what's in when you look out.
You're usually the last one to figure out what's good about you. I don't know why. But like if we can practice it on other people, maybe you can start seeing it in yourself too.
20 quick seconds, but this one surprised me. Quietness.
When we just got back from that trip to Fiji, they do something called a digital detox, no cell phones the whole time. And the most common response at the end of that trip was, I feel closer to God and I feel closer to everyone else than I ever have. And I just think people need to find distraction-free time every day, like just to disconnect to connect, but.
I love it. I love you. Thank you so much. Before we say goodbye, you're the founder of a new clothing company.
Yes.
What? What's this called?
Okay, it's called Fleck. It's a play off of the word reflection.
Okay.
And it is a concept where everything is backwards on it so that it shows up in the mirror. It's messages,
Genius.
Usually you wear clothes for other people. These you wear for you.
So
it's
I look in the mirror and I see that message
it
for me.
It says, I like me. It says, I'm enough. It says, go me. And it's just kind of this.
You're the best. Thanks for the light that you're putting into the world. Shopfleck.com is where you can go for those powerful clothing messages. Come back sometime soon, friend. Thank you so much.
Will do.